Hey y'all, IrixGuy here, back again for another live show. Welcome back to the studio, working on the new studio. Quick whist, as Archibald Chesterfield III might say, wristwatch check, Ulysses Norton, Maxi Marine Diver. So what we're going to do within this live show is I'm going to hook up the live raccoon camera. We've got some raccoons that are super hungry, and I got to get that raccoon feed going. So what I'm going to do is grab my fiber optic HDMI cable, and I'm going to take the other camera out, so it'll be in front of the raccoons. And when this is in front of the raccoons, then I'm going to take the food, and we're going to feed the raccoons. It's going to be a live feed of the raccoons. And these raccoons are hungry, man. They're very nice, but they want to eat. Jake. Evening, IrixGuy. Long time no see, bud. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Katie, Maya McKenna. Katie, Maya McKenna. I hope I got the names correct. It's been a while. I've been working on a lot of stuff in the studio, trying to grow this this business here. Jake, if you don't know, Jake is famous for introducing me to the Terry Peppers Foghorn video. If you haven't listened to if you haven't watched the Terry Peppers Foghorn video, you're nothing. And I'll just say it like it is. So Jake, welcome aboard, sir. Good to have you. Like I said, I'm going to set up the raccoon camera. I'm going to step away from my desk here for just a moment while I set up the raccoon camera. So stay tuned. Jake says, yep, they are. Very good, very good. I hope I got all the names correct, man. My memory is pretty good, but, sometimes, with so many viewers and so many things going on concurrently, sometimes it's hard to remember everything, but I hope it was Maya, McKenna, and Katie. That's what I hope. So let me set up my raccoon camera. We're going to feed these hungry raccoons. I'll be right back. Walking out here with my raccoon camera. I just ran my fiber optic HDMI cable out to the raccoons. Kyle C., where you been, bro, Namath? Yes, sir. I've been at the gym. Yes, sir. Look at that. Got to get swole, man. Got to get swole. Been at the gym. Cal C., SoCal Seth, welcome back. Good to have y'all here. Jake says, IrixGuy has just stepped out of a few minutes, folks, to get the raccoon cam set up. Please stand by. You're right. I got hungry raccoons. I got my door open, so I got to go out there in a very expedited fashion because I don't want the raccoons to try to raid my studio. We don't want to storm IrixGuy's Adventure Channel studio like they did Area 51. So I'll be right back. Be right back. These raccoons are going to be eating like Trump. Let's see. I'll be right back. Hold on. Y'all chat amongst yourselves. Okay. Okay, here we go. Let me get raccoon camera up here. Let's see. That will be, okay, number 4. Boom. You see the raccoon camera. So let me go get my raccoon feed, the food for the raccoons. We're going to feed these raccoons because I know they're super hungry. So what you're about to observe, I will go to the upper deck in my compound, and I will drop very pleasant edibles for these raccoons because they're hungry. They want to socialize. They want to answer your questions. I will be a personal raccoon consultant. So any questions you may have for the raccoons, ask away. I will speak to them, and they will respond here on this live stream. So keep your eyes peeled on the camera because I'm about to drop a ton of very tasty delights for those raccoons to devour. So here we go. I'll be right back. I will personally feed the raccoons. So let me put my audio on here. Cam number 4. Let's get this audio going here. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Here we go. Feeding those raccoons. Oh, yes. Yes, sir. Don't forget to super chat. Okay, I'm back. I am back. Back in the saddle here. Whoa! We see the raccoons. And actually, I probably need to zoom in on those raccoons. Let's see. Jake says, okay, they're there. And SoCal says, are these the famous raccoons from the great outdoors? Yes, sir. This is George Cooney and crew. Actually, let me walk out there and I'll politely say, George Cooney, please tell your friends, we don't want to interfere with your feed, this live stream. I did kind of the more zoomed out type view right now. You can see there's one of George Cooney's family members there. Let's see. Let me zoom in and see who that is. We're going to name every participant individually here. Let me see. Let's see. Output program. That's actually George Cooney. So you can see who's eating now. That's George Cooney. So George Cooney is kind of the king of this little raccoon clique. He's the king. Jake says he caught a cold yesterday. It's not that bad. That's good, man. There's so much stuff going around, but I tell you what, I'm glad it's not going around, and I only had to say it. That's stuff that came in 2020 because they made such a big deal about that. But that's good. You just got a cold. But yeah, you can see George Cooney's eating right now. Now he's hungry, but he's probably saying, dude, come on out, bring your friends, tell your friends, we got food out here. You have no idea what George Cooney's eating. George Cooney is eating a smorgasbord of cheese crackers and old grapes. Not too bad where it'll make you sick, but just a few days old. Not desirable for humans on a charcuterie board. But, George Cooney's sitting there eating, and he's like, dude, man, this is a feast. Now, I do want to tell y'all, because probably part of the reason that we don't have a bunch of other people, not a bunch of other people, but a bunch of other participants, George Cooney's not shy. George Cooney has the LED spotlights, the LED floodlights shining on him right now. He doesn't care. But some of the other raccoon family members are not too sociable. They see the bright floodlights and they're like, dude, that's too bright. I don't want to be on show. I'm not gonna participate in this. So that's probably why George Cooney's the only one out there now. During a typical night here on my mountain here in Georgia, in the Appalachian Mountains, one would often see a fox in addition to the raccoons. One might see not one raccoon, but about 6 or 8 or 12. One might see a bobcat. And if one is really lucky, they may see a yeti, Sasquatch. Everything lives up here. Black bears. Not too aggressive, but, if a black bear's having a bad day, it could be an awkward experience. So, one should be prepared. Jake says, my nose seems to be more stuffed up tonight. Man, I hate to hear that, dude. Yeah, just get you some, what I like to do when I got a stuffy nose, I like to get in the shower. I like to kick that temperature up. And I like to get some of that. Here comes another raccoon. We got 2. We got El Fatso, the fat raccoon. Dude, look at him. He's like, dude, I'm so fat. He's like, I don't even eat. But they're like, dude, let's just fight. And he's like, no, dude, don't steal my food. He's like, you too fat. Not trying to be offensive here. Jake says, we have bobcats here in Ontario, Canada. We also have black bears and foxes. Foxes are pretty docile. They're not going to mess with you. Black bears are pretty chill, but, if a black bear is hungry, it could come after you. When I think of black bears, I think of SoCal says, ever hunt for scorpions with black light. Oh, now that's a fun adventure. I have not, but you're right. That is that's an exciting adventure, no doubt. I haven't done it though. But when I stay in sketchy hotels, I use a black light. Yep, there's George Cooney. There's the huge, fat, enormous raccoon, obese raccoon, chubby raccoon. And they don't hear me because I'm in a soundproofed booth. But, you know, they can, let's see. Let me see if I got my audio on that. Yeah. You know what's funny? I don't see any audio coming from the raccoon cam. That's bizarre. Because it is camera number 4, but I don't see audio coming from it. Very weird. 1 2 1 2 audio. Yeah, I've got it on mic 1, which is the mic on my desk, but I don't have audio from the raccoons. That's disappointing because I wanted everyone to hear the raccoons growling at each other. Raccoons are very confrontational animals at times. Jake says, I've done that in Arizona near Area 51. Groom Lake, very nice area. Janet, just another non-existent terminal that transports workers from Las Vegas to Area 51. SoCal Seth says, need to get you out to the desert sometime. No doubt, man. I'll do that. I'm about going everywhere, man. I'll go anywhere, you know, and everywhere. I mean, right now the problem has been the whole, you know why the audio's not on? Because I'm not in video mode. Let me flip her to video mode. Hold on. I'll be right back. If I scare the raccoons, I apologize. But if you see them run away, it's because they hear me, and I'll talk politely to them. So maybe they won't run away. Yeah, that was my problem, guys. I had my camera on photography mode instead of video mode, and that's why you can hear me now. I'm out here with the raccoons. George Cooney, crew, please come back. We need super chats. We need your participation so we can make this stream a success. Thank you. Yeah, so yeah, that was a problem, man. I had that camera in photography mode, and that's why you didn't have the audio. Now we should be getting the audio. I had it in photography mode. So I politely told George Cooney and crew, I said, look, I apologize for the inconvenience. I came out here, I'm on a live stream, and you know, I'm trying to get my viewers to super chat and support the live feed. And you know, I didn't mean to interrupt y'all, but I had my camera in photo instead of video mode. So they kind of laughed at me. They're like, dude, you're an idiot. You know, we're raccoons. We know more about camera settings than you do. And I said, okay, that's cool. Jake says, and I've seen the 737 used by Janet Airlines. They take off from Las Vegas International Airport and also go to the Napo test range. Oh, that's an interesting sight. Jake says they are white and red stripe on either side. Yep. Very, seemingly unidentifiable, but I'll shut up so you can hear them crunch. Listen, I got the audio going. Yeah, you can hear those raccoons crunching along. They really love these live streams. And actually, I run a fiber optic HDMI cable in close proximity of them, so I don't disrupt them. But, they're able to enjoy their feed. They're like, dude, it's like. Now, talking about viewership loyalty, these are loyal viewers. I mean, they're coming after every IrixGuy's Adventure Channel live feed. Well, the live feed to them is more than just the live feed and being able to chat and interact. For them, it's being able to enjoy the live feed. I mean, they're literally feeding. I mean, I'm throwing them some quality cuisine. They're enjoying it. I'm enjoying them. I hope y'all are enjoying them. SoCal Seth says, Jake says, they are white with a red stripe on either side. SoCal Seth says, maybe they need a Clark bar. Jake says, and I believe there are 3 or 4 of them in Janet Airlines. Yeah, there's several just another non-existent terminal airlines. The funny thing is, a lot of the majority of the populace believe that, everything that is reverse engineered extraterrestrial technology originates from Area 51 and S4, and the reality is that's just a total. I'm trying to think of a good way to put it, but it's a total diversion because the real stuff is not there. It's a convenient way to mask what's really going on. I mean, if people really knew what was going on right now, and, not just the United States, but globally, people would really have their minds blown. And where one feels that, the under-the-cover stuff's kind of going on with the extraterrestrials and this, that, and the other, it's really not. It's in other places. Those are the locations where they direct the populace and say, okay, this is where it is. And granted, they put a lot of effort into building that pump. They've got the enhanced security, they've got the do not trespass and all that, but the reality is that a lot of those locations, whether it's Groom Lake or anywhere else, a lot of those locations, they do have that signage anyway. It's just the fact that people feel in their gut that that's where a lot of extraterrestrial stuff existed or exists. They feel in their gut that that's why the signage is there, and it's not the case. That would be the case for any government facility. Jake says, apparently Janet Airlines doesn't just serve Tampa test range in Area 51, but also every other U.S. government facility. Yeah, exactly. Nothing special about Groom Lake. I mean, it's just another, it's another dot on the radar of ufologists. Nothing against that. I mean, I firmly believe in the existence of extraterrestrial life. I think it would be ignorant for people to assume that it doesn't exist. But, if you're a governing body for the United States or any other country for that matter, you want to direct the attention to where people feel would be the main place. And the reality is that people think, it's Area 51, it's Groom Lake. It's not. I mean, that is a location that is highly publicized. They're not going to do anything there. I mean, the reality is that all the real tech, all the real stories exist elsewhere. And those are the locations where some people may know, but few people know where that is. And they continue to build the pump of Groom Lake, Area 51. make it look like it's high security, this, that, and the other, which it is. It's high security. But, just continue to fuel that fire, because a lot of people assume that's where the reverse engineered extraterrestrial technology originated from. And maybe there was some in there in the past. That's fine. Is it there now? I would hope not. Because, one would not want that guarded technology in a place that's so public or so exposed, I guess would be the better word. So it's elsewhere now. Has it ever been there? Possibly. But look at George Cooney right there. He's like, dude. He's like, man, I'm enjoying this food. He's like, don't forget to super chat. Don't forget to super chat, y'all. Mm-hmm. He's chewing away, man. He's like, super chat, super chat. Jake says, apparently Janet Airlines doesn't just... Oh, well, I read that. Jake says, I've seen the Janet Airlines planes in Las Vegas, and they come in to Area 51 from Tickaboo Peak. Okay. Here comes another raccoon. Actually, there's two. There's one in the foreground, too. Oh, there's a cat. Dude, that's a cat. That's a cat. Look in the front. That's a cat, man. That's a cat, y'all. That's a cat. Cat in the front. Look at him. He's watching the raccoons eat. Don't take my camera, dude. That's a $7,000 camera. US. Yeah, don't take my camera, man. Don't eat my camera, dude. Oh, here comes some more raccoons. Woohoo! Oh man, munching away, yes sir. Take some to-go items. Here comes Fatso. I'm a Fatso raccoon. Dude, I'm fat, man. I'm gonna eat more than all y'all. Munching away, he's like, look at him. He's like, man, I am morbidly obese, but I'm enjoying this cuisine. Man, he is a huge raccoon. One thing I'm proud of, and I hope y'all are, is that I would say on my mountain, I probably got some of the fattest raccoons in the world. Chubby raccoons. Look at him. He's like, dude, here's some food, man. But they enjoy it. They're sitting up here eating like kings, man. The Cat Burglar says, SoCal Seth, you're right. We had an appearance of a very interesting orange cat. Jake says you can clearly see the base from the peak. Talking about Groom Lake, Area 51. Now, I'm not at Area 51. I'm on my Raccoon Mountain up here in Georgia in the United States of America. I'm in the Appalachian Mountains, and I got my raccoons. But I'm all about ufology, study of UFOs. Look at him, dude. Look at that. Whoa. Man, he's like, take this. Dude, I got so much food. They have no idea. They think they're eating their main course right now. I've got more food coming. I got leftover scraps. These raccoons are well fed. These raccoons are the most well-fed raccoons you'll ever meet. Look at him. Like, dude. Let's see, Fatso Raccoon, he's kind of mean. He's like, dude, don't steal my Cheez-It. He's like, man, dude, he's munching away. He's fat. He's a fat raccoon. Look at him, man. He's just like chowing down. That's what I like, man. Being on the mountain, you got raccoons, you got foxes, you got bobcats, you got Sasquatch, also known as a Yeti, a Bigfoot. Now, mark my words. When I get the Bigfoot video up here on my mountain, that's going to be big. That's going to be international news. I'm going to sell the rights to that video for millions of dollars. Bottom dollar, probably about 6-7 million. But just wait. But right now, I got my raccoons, and they're enjoying it. Jake says, I'm talking about Tickaboo Peak. It gives a great clear view of the base, which is actually called Nellis Air Force Base on clear days. Interesting. America, says SoCal Seth. America, I agree. Make America great again. We got to do that, man. Our economy has gone down the gutter. Got to make America great again. We do. Got to do that. America. But in the interim, we can enjoy the raccoons fighting. Oh, dude. Fatso Raccoon attacked George Cooney. The Fatso Raccoon? No, not nice. George Cooney's a king. Don't attack George Cooney. No, sir. But you can see they're sitting there and they're like, dude. We're on the IrixGuy's Adventure Channel. They know they are. It's cool. Appreciate their support. Jake says Nellis Air Force Base was also where the famous Skunk Works program and SR-71 Blackbird and U-2 spy planes Area 51 was their home base. You're right. So possibly back in the day, possibly Groom Lake, also known as Area 51, S4, S2, whatever, possibly there may have been reverse engineered extraterrestrial technology. Is it still there today? Probably not. I doubt that. SoCal Seth says, the smooth tunes of Sax Squatch would be cool about now. Yeah, we got to get Sasquatch out here. We got to get him out here. He's got to play some sort of like didgeridoo or a what's that? Not Australian, but Hawaiian instruments. It looks like a banjo, but it's not. It's Hawaiian. Maybe Sasquatch will play that and like make a bunch of ad revenue. And there's George Cooney. George Cooney's like, dude, man, we got all this stuff. Jake says Area 51 also is where most of the equipment and technology for the U.S. military and government is tested, which is why security is so tight in the area of Groom Lake. Yeah, good point. Good point. But I know if I was the government, which I'm not, but if I was, I would store the extraterrestrials, their aircrafts and all of that in a different environment, because that's too too in focus from everyone. Everybody thinks, oh, aliens, where's that? Groom Lake, it's Area 51. People associate that geographical location with reverse engineered alien technology. So it would make sense. And I mean, the government's pretty dumb. I mean, you look at what's happened in the let's just look at elections in the United States. I mean, everything's been defrauded and this, that, and the other. I mean, there's no doubt about it. I mean, things have things have been exposed, but it doesn't matter if things are exposed after the fact. The problem is that things happen and then they get exposed later. I mean, the government is not that smart. They think they can cover themselves up. They really can't. Jake says, this is what info is available I found about mysterious Area 51. Jake says, I actually know more about Tonopah test range in Area 51. SoCal says, oh, Sax Squatch plays saxophone. I'll send you a link. Yeah, send me a link, man. And if we can get Sasquatch here to play that, I've got all these animals on my mountain, dude. I've got bobcats, I've got raccoons, I've got foxes, I've got black bears, I've got cougars, I've got what am I missing? Armadillos. They're not that cool. I've got groundhogs. They're not that cool. They mess up your yard. Look at George Cooney sitting there eating, man. He's like, dude, this is some awesome stuff, man. Let's go, Brandon, he says. Yes, sir. George Cooney says, let's go, Brandon. Okay. Yeah, you're getting your stuff? Yeah, man. Woo! He's looking around. I got to go out there. I gotta throw some more stuff down. I'm about to do some homemade chili. And the funny thing about these raccoons, they love the ghost pepper too, because I do a lot of cooking with ghost pepper and they like it. But what's funny, when they eat it, they'll sit there and they'll kind of like look up at the sky because like, dude, this is hot. This is spicy, man. And Jake says, Tonopah is where most weapons of the U.S. military are tested, similar to what is done at Nellis Air Force Base, a.k.a. Area 51, but they don't test weapons here. There you go. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, hide in plain sight. Do your basic stuff where everybody assumes that where most people assume that it is, but do your real stuff elsewhere. I mean, that's smart, man. That is definitely smart. The raccoons have finished eating. And, let's see. The raccoons have finished eating. I've about finished my drink. I'm gonna go cook some homemade chili with ghost pepper, man. And I appreciate y'all tuning in. Appreciate y'all's viewership as always. It's magnificent. And got a ton more live streams coming soon. Appreciate y'all tuning in. If you're watching this after the fact, don't forget, if you want to, feel free to super thanks. And you can super thanks by clicking the thanks button below this video. In any of my videos. You can super thanks any of my videos. So I really appreciate that. And one more thing. Jake says, did you know that the hottest chili pepper is the Indian Bujalakia? Yes, I do. According to Guinness World Records. Yeah, actually, I'm going to put a little bit of Bujalakia in my chili that I'm about to make. So I'm going to go fix that. I got to go cook my ground beef. I got my onions. I got my freshly cut garlic. Actually, I cut all of that earlier because I didn't want to, because I knew I was going to be doing a lot of live streaming, and I didn't want to have to be chopping garlic cloves and chopping onions. All that I wanted to do is when I'm ready to do it. Okay, ground beef, premium ground beef in the skillet, some butter, add the onions, add the freshly chopped garlic, and go at it. So I got it all in my refrigerator. Tomorrow, so be sure to subscribe if you haven't already and ring that bell. Tomorrow, I'm doing homemade beef jerky. Beef jerky, if you like it, you can't get away from it. It's so addictive. It's just such a great high-protein beef treat. The problem with beef jerky is that it's become astronomically expensive, and it's not that good anymore. So what I'm going to do tomorrow is film several videos where you can see how do I cook my homemade beef jerky, and you can choose to repeat the procedure, and I encourage you to do so and share with others, and super chat and super thanks, and shop my links and all that. But it's going to be just very tasty snack, maybe a meal if you're in the back country, you don't want to cook. Just grab your beef jerky, chew on it, get your protein. So appreciate it. With that being said, appreciate everyone tuning in. Thanks for watching my raccoons tonight. Feel free to super chat, super thanks, subscribe, ring that bell to be notified whenever I post another video. Be safe, have fun, and appreciate y'all's support of IrixGuy's Adventure Channel. You can expand this video's description and click the link there to find the IrixGuy's Adventure Channel merchandise. Y'all have a good day.